Hey guys, Michael Kasberg again with 211 Motocross and Behind the Scenes, the blog where I talk about what goes into putting on a motocross race. Today's question, why don't I have any money? Where's the money from all the past races? Where's that money go? Obviously everybody sees, oh, you had 200 entries at $30 an entry plus $15 to practice plus $10 to get in the gate, on and on and on, and they see all this money adding up, and they don't see the money getting distributed anywhere. So, to make things easier, I have an expense report, and I make one of these every single race. Rather, I should say Kelly, my girlfriend, makes one every single race. And I've had these since I've been putting on races at Panther Creek and 211. So I'm just going to read a few things off here so you get an idea of just the initial cost of having a race, which, by the way, just for me to open the gates, 10 riders, 1,000 riders, doesn't matter. For me to open the gates is running me about $5,000. So let's go dumpsters, $300, porta potties, $300, concession, $130. That was a repair. Our refrigerator went out, I think. I had a flat on the tractor, that was $65. $800 for trophies, $700 for flaggers, $150 for the finish line guy, $500 for the medics, almost $1,000 to pay the pros. And scorers were a few $100. Travel expenses for me were right at $500. Fuel was $150 because Mike Myers, who helps me out at the track, refused to accept payment. He put probably $400 or $500 worth of diesel in those cans, and he would not let me pay him back. So, anyway, not lying, you can see it there. Expense report, Sunbelt, $5,000 just to open the gates. So why don't I have more races during the year? Bring that money in every time, because I don't get 300 entries every time. I get between 75 and 100 entries at each race. It takes me about 150 to break even. So every time I'm racing, I'm usually losing money. I have about 5 races a year. I lose money on 2 of them, sometimes 3 of them. And during the months I'm not having races, I'm still paying for utilities, I'm still paying land payments, I'm still paying, upkeep on equipment, things like that. And, Sunbelt, I have to make that Sunbelt money, that 1 or 2 big races I have a year, that has to last 12 months. And so I've been pretty good about it. The only thing is, I charge every track in the Sunbelt $1,000 to be in Sunbelt, to pay for advertising, prizes, trophies, and I make myself pay that. I put in my $1,000 every race. So a lot of that money goes to Sunbelt. A lot of that money goes to a large land payment that I make after I have a big race like that. A lot of that money goes to initial startup cost every year. I pay Russ Carey from Texas Track Masters to come down and redo the track. He does a great job, treats me fair, but his diesel isn't free, his stay isn't free, his travel isn't free, his time isn't free. So, I pay him a big initial startup, and that'll last me all year long. Trackside is $1,500 just for the software. I had to put up a new fence when I had the place. I had to put the gates back together. There are just things that you incur just about on a monthly basis. And if you guys want me to go into more detail, I have no problem typing out an entire blog post on where all this money goes. But until then, this is already 4 minutes, and I'm probably halfway through this. So if you guys have any questions about it, feel free to leave it in the comments below. Get on 211motocross.com. or facebook.com/211motocross. We're on Twitter at 211mx, and of course the conversation is always happening on txmotocross.com. So until next time, keep the questions coming, and I'll talk to you soon.